Live on MLB Network, this is Game 3 of the League Championship Series. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2022 New York Yankees.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you have to love the thump that Joey Gallo's providing at the plate right now. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Gerrit Cole gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Gerrit Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon to go along with great range.
Standing in, Shohei Ohtani. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
First pitch, 7:05.
One strike now from Cole. A bouncer up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting second.
So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And the skies are clear, but that's not helping the temperature much. 45 degrees here at first pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. His fourth long ball of this series as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 99.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike. Hey, guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His first homer here in the series, as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Batting fifth.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber.
As he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Line towards center field. Hicks is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's Joey Gallo now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Cole, or the Cole train as he's frequently called. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Kepler there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Blake Snell will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one in a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games. 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Judge is under it. 1 away.
Second.
Stepping in, Aaron Hicks. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. It's a left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
On a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman.
So digging in now, Luke Voigt. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a
Batting
really
fourth,
good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they have play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
He's set, and the pitch. And the fastball sails on him, and that's to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-0. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely 0 reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. They'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times.
And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game.
You know, they say pitching is about location, location, location. First 2 pitches and that at bat really good. Mark, the third one, not so much.
You know, that's where the game's changed, Dan. You used to see 0-2 and guys would almost throw one to the backstop, waste a pitch, bounce something. Not the case in today's game. Guys are going right after you, but he definitely missed his spot right there.
Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise, is usually a right fielder, but he's playing in left field today. Swinging a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And he is in there.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Blake Treinen enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Ready now, Cody Bellinger. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch is popped up. LeMahieu is there, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Gary Sanchez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Previous history with Blake Snell. An impressive 4 for 7. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. Torres scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next for New York, Connor Justice. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Two out, nobody on. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
3-1 to him now. And a full count now, 3-2. Fouled off. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Yanks leave 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Austin Meadows. Career against Blake Trinan. He's 1 for 2. From the stretch. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Hicks. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Into the box, Torres. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Justice fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Gallo. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Kepler is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
The shortstop.
So stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. First offering on its way. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
He's running. Back up the middle. Mondesi picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll head now to the... Stepping up to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
1-1 the count. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with a full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Lofted in the air out to right field. Ohtani is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Luke Voit. Here comes the first pitch. Scorched to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They won't make. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, and he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the inning. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Man, did this one get ugly early. As a starting pitcher, you're looking to get some length, and certainly 5 or 6 innings. He couldn't even get out of the 2nd inning in this one. This is one he'd certainly like to forget.
First pitch of the at-bat. Try to bunt this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. Here's big Aaron Judge. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard liner to center field. Hicks is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Giancarlo Stanton now, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a...
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
And sometimes when you're down like they are, you've got to find a way to spark your offense any way you can. Now they've got the leadoff man on base and the starter working from the stretch. We'll see if this ignites them a little bit.
Now we'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runners back. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. In now, Hunter Renfroe. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As he gets a curveball at the letters, but swings right through it. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this is high, a ball and a strike. 1 and 2 to the Yankees catcher. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Rising fastball, then it catches the zone for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch. That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Connor Justice is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Hit high and deep out to left. It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. His first homer so far in the series, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Max Kepler.
The batter.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. This is on the ground over to first, and that is into right field, a base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. No balls and a strike to count. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. bullet back up the middle. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. No hits to this point.
No.
Starts him out with a slider too high for ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now. You're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Digging in once again, Luke Voigt. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Ball 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Trout is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But one more look at the big blow in the end. And now for the Angels, Cody Bellinger.
The first baseman, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
1 pitch, 1 swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
In now, Austin Meadows as he rips it on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Well, with that base hit right there, D-Row, he's one double. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets 1 more AB. All he needs is a double.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If I'm hitting right here and I have a chance for a triple, Dan, guess who's tripping coming around second base?
That's it. Hang on for 2.
Pulling up.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it 7-4. And this will not be in time as he's into third base safely.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Joey Gallo, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 delivery. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Zach Britton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Now batting, shortstop.
Stepping in now, Xander Bogaerts.
And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field.
Hicks patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting.
So one away here with the bases empty, and in steps the catcher JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And there's out number 2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Shohei Ohtani. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard to short.
Mondesi brings it in.
Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Up and in. And this one sends him to the ground. It's ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Changeup called strike 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Gary.
No balls and 1 strike. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Bullet back up the middle. Trout is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. Runner in scoring position with 2 guns. Popped high in the air.
And the catch is made right on top of the pitcher's mound for the 3rd out.
So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up. Stepping in, Mike Trout for 3.